Welcome to the latest edition of In Hindsight, our look at the Old Dominion University women's soccer program with head coach Angie Hine. Coach, thanks for the time today.
Thanks, Ted. Good to see you.
Hey, what a performance down there in Miami for a number of reasons. What an uplifting match for your group, a 2-0 win at FIU, Conference USA victory #1. Tell us about that one.
Yeah, well, it was one we had to win. You know, we had to go there and get a result. It was as simple as that. And I think the team did a great job. I mentioned before to Grant that it wasn't our best performance with regards to soccer, but considering, the heat and being down there in the middle of the day and, playing against a team who are on the up, I think we had to just got it out, and we really did. We put them under pressure and put the ball in behind quite often, and thankfully managed to get it right and scored a good goal with Morgan. And then from there, we were able to settle down and kind of push for another. So really pleased. We just needed to win. We played better, obviously, but, credit to the team. There's a lot of pressure on when you have to win a game. So I thought they did really well. I'm super proud of them. I thought it was excellent. Good result, and just what we needed.
How big a deal at that time in this season was Morgan's goal to give you a lead?
Yeah, and Morgan's she's been excellent, Ted, and she's just such a creative player for us. And to get in behind and the way the goal happened, she actually had so much time, and we were kind of screaming, time, and she took a composure and finished it nicely. But she deserved it, and it really gave the team a real boost.
There's an art to knowing when to have the composure and take the time, isn't there? And that's just got to be fed by experience, isn't it?
Yeah, and Morgan's the type of player, she's really fast, and obviously she does everything at full speed. And that's not always easy in soccer. But I think the moments that you have to just take a second, just a pause, and she did that really well just to finish. And she'd been knocking on the door a lot the last few weeks, so I was really pleased for her personally, and certainly to step up as a senior and a moment that was important and get us a goal that put us back on track.
Emily Roberts is honored as the Conference USA Defender of the Week. Talk about her performance and how she helped you do the shutout.
Yeah, and Emily is one of the most consistent players I think I've ever worked with. She is great day in, day out. Every single day she's the same. And I think in every game we played this season, she's played every minute. She's led the back line, and she just dominates. She's a great athlete. She's one of the best natural defenders I think I've worked with in a long, long time. And I was really pleased that she got this recognition, because she could have had this in week 1, week 2, week 3. You name it, in any game she's been the same. So she's a rock for us, and I think she deserves a recognition, and she's tremendously humble. So we talked about it yesterday, and she didn't miss a beat. She was like, yeah, okay, let's get going. So just what you want from a captain, a performance like that, and just to have the humility to say, yep, it's not about me, it's about the team. So I'm really pleased for her.
Coach, for many, an award like that is just the next item on the news feed that some stop and read and absorb. Others just flick by. Tell us why that's a big deal to get honored by the conference.
Yeah, it's a big deal because I think there's certain positions on the field that the way things work in our game here, everything's stats based, and if you don't have the stats, you just don't, it's like it doesn't matter. And that's a shame, really, because a game like soccer is not about stats. It's about how you play it and the impact you have in the game. So I think for Emily to get that recognition, for us, first and foremost, as a team within, I think it's huge, because it just underlines what we're saying to her week in, week out. And I think it's great that as a conference, they now notice that, that is just how good she is, and consistently so. So I think it's difficult. These awards are never always, everyone's watching their own game and everyone's nominating their own players. So it's really difficult for the conference to select that every week. But I'm glad they could see that there was no really another way they could ignore this kid for much longer. So it's just nice. It's nice, and as we say and as Emily says, it's great and all good and that, but it's all about the team. So we move on.
And you move on to a home match at the ODU Soccer Complex this Friday for the Conference USA Tilt as you take on FAU Friday night at 7 o'clock. Tell us about the preparation for the Owls.
Yeah, we've had a great week so far, and I think the team are, you can taste it a little bit and sense it. They're hungry, and certainly this is an important game for us for a number of reasons. So I think the players are very driven. They've had a great couple of days practice. And so we're ready. You know, it's at home. It's going to be maybe a kind of rainy day, and that's okay. So we're excited for it. It's a big game. Obviously, FAU are a good opponent. We've had very close games in the past. Certainly felt a little bit aggrieved last year with the result being a tie, but yeah, we're excited for it. That's for sure.
And lastly, Coach, how important was getting the W? Because the coaching staff, the student athletes, they put in the work, win or lose, but to get the reward and to earn the reward, how big a deal was that for your group?
Yeah, it was huge because obviously the conference is a different structure right now this spring, and we only play 6 games. So each one means, you know, a win and a half, really, if you think about it. So we had to get that win on the board, and the kids just feel it's like, okay, that's us back on track now, you know, because we feel a little bit, the 2 games that we did lose, we're a little bit frustrated and disappointed at that, but all you can do is move forward and take care of the future. So that win absolutely puts us back in the right momentum and in the right lane. So I think it was huge. And like I said, it's the manner and how they did it. We asked them to win moments and make a difference in moments. And they did that really well. So we're excited for what comes next.
And what comes next? The FAU Owls, Friday night, 7 o'clock, ODU Soccer Complex. They've lifted some of the restrictions so you can get up to 824 people in there. Hope to see the place rocking and rolling on Friday night. Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, we live by the support that we have here, because this place is pretty special, as you know, when it's busy. And our team love to play here under the lights, and it's a pretty special feeling. So we're hoping we can get some numbers out, bring your umbrella, you know, mask up, and get out here and help us.
Coach, appreciate the time. Good luck Friday against FAU.
Thank you, Ted.
That's Angie Hind, head coach of the ODU women's soccer team, the latest edition of In Hindsight here on Monarch Media.